team back.
Hello and welcome everybody to another Dota 2 cast presented by yours truly, Don Horatio. This game is from the match between Team Liquid and the QPAD Red Pandas in the Dreamhack Invitational. Normally presented by the Good Studio, but instead I am here for this game just because I have not seen this game yet, and it's between two teams I'm very interested in. Team Liquid have shown that they're one of the top tier teams in the West, and in a very short period of time they've shown that they're quite good. The individual talent they had was never really questioned, but now they're starting to kind of get together as a group and really start crushing people left and right. They had that huge match win streak before. I don't even remember what number it got to. Almost 20 matches in a row won. So with some pretty obscene map scores. So good stuff there. And then they're going up against the QPAD Red Pandas, who made their debut yesterday. This is their only second match officially as a team. And yeah, it's got Wagamama and Sing Sing are the core members, really. And then they've added Mini, Jerax, and former StarCraft 2 player Dignitas Select to the lineup as well to finish it up. So, and they won their first series yesterday. So I do not know how this series went. If I saw a spoiler on it, I forgot. So, well, at least there's that. That's the best kind of spoiler there is. If you just forget about it immediately, no problem. No problem caused. So, looking forward to see how they play against TL in this match. And it will be a best of 3, so this is only game number 1. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the draft so far. Not much has happened. QPAD actually taking a very, very long time with their bans so far. It's already down to a minute of reserve time. And all they've done is ban Batrider. And they're on their second ban and losing more time as it is. And Team Liquid has banned the Wisp. They just don't want to deal with that hero right now. So they will ban him out. And yeah, so QPAD taking their sweet, sweet time, and I guess they do have first picks. They're trying to make sure they get a hero they want. They'll deny the Magnus that they do not want to see. I guess the Bulba Magnus he's usually who plays that hero, but his Magnus play has been on and off, so they just don't want to deal with the hero, so can't really blame them for that, even if Bulba's not the greatest mag player in the world. So Liquid has one last ban remaining, and they'll probably ban something not too high value unless they really don't want QPAD to get something, because they'll have the second and third picks, so they can get 2 higher priority heroes if they do fall to them. So, waiting on that final ban.
5 seconds remaining.
And as far as QPAD yesterday is concerned, they won their first and third games with the same combo, Shadow Demon Kunkka. And Shadow Demon's a very common hero these days in the competitive scene, but Kunkka not so much. But Sing Sing ran at mid, and he did very, very well. And with the Shadow Demon to help set up, basically, if you get the disruption and then followed by the torrent, and then later on the boat as well, the disruption is such a great setup for a delayed stun like torrent. Torrent's really hard to land on a non-stationary target, as both teams are taking a literal eternity to draft. So. The Nyx is going to be banned, so no real surprise there. Don't really know why it took so long to get that out, but let's see who QPAD goes for first here. And if they decide to value that Shadow Demon Kunkka once again, maybe Shadow Demon will get picked up, but Kunkka will almost certainly make it through Liquid's next couple of picks. And Shadow Demon will go first, so that sets up for the Kunkka quite easily, unless Liquid decides to pick it up themselves to deny it, but feeling pretty confident it's going to be that Kunkka again. And basically, they keep doing this. It might warrant a Shadow Demon ban from Liquid and other teams in the future if QPAD just decides that this is the way they want to go. Keeper the Light PL is open to Liquid if they want it, and TC and IX Mike could certainly do a great job with that. And actually, does Liquid have a stand? Liquid might have a stand-in. I don't know if KZZ is fluff or not. Actually, can I click on that?
5 seconds
click over
remaining.
Here? No. Ugh, my life. Anyway. So I'm not sure if KZZ is fluff or a stand-in at this point in time. So we'll have to see. TC is drafting and not fluff, so I would not be surprised if that is a stand-in, but not 100% sure. And Team Liquid once again taking their sweet time. TC has borrowed this from fluff apparently, taking a literal eternity to draft. Fluff is one of the most thoughtful and by nature of that slow drafters in Western Dota. Nature's Prophet will be picked up, and that's a classic Bulba hero. He's, the hashtag chest out prophet, as made famous on the D2L stream. Yeah, Bulba is a very, very aggressive and strong prophet player. Really knows what he's doing with that hero. So, really highly valuing it, making sure they do get it in the first pick stage. And let's see how QPAD does decide to handle this, if they do go for that Kunkka or not.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And yeah, I mean, this is a, I don't really have that much to say. Without a Codecaster in a slow draft like this, I don't really know what else to do. There's the Kunkka, there's the Clockwork, and this is looking QPAD likes this lineup. This is they had all three of these heroes in their first game yesterday. Select was playing that Clockwork in the offlane, and well, they have all the initiation they want with the Shadow Demon Disrupt and the Clockwork Hook. So, well, they got the core of their lineup already. So we'll have to see how Liquid does decide to respond to it, and if they've had time to maybe watch those games from yesterday and adapt to the style of QPAD. I would like to think that they did catch some of those replays, hopefully, and may have somebody have had to deal with this. Yeah, Nature's Prophet, I mean, Keeper of the Light just keeps heroes off of you, and it's just massive burst damage. That's kind of good against anybody, but I mean, Nature's Prophet doesn't really help a tremendous amount against this lineup. I mean, Sprout doesn't really do that much, but you can split push around these heroes. Like Kunkka, I mean, he pushes pretty damn hard with Tidebringer, but if they're looking for fights, Nature's Prophet can easily split push, so they at least have that going for them, and Puck will be their own choice for initiation, and I mean, Korok plays a mean Puck, so it's a signature heroes for both him and Bulba, so Puck should do a very, very good job. And if he can land that silence before Kunkka and Shadow Demon can get their stuff off, I mean, you're kind of open up to that counter initiate from Clockwork if he does not go in first, but Puck, it just looks like a good choice here. I really like this pickup. And it's Leslie's both teams looking for their main carry players, so we'll have to see how the bans go as far as that's concerned. PL will be banned out, so no surprise there. Just like don't want to leave him open. You don't want to deal with PL Keeper Life. You don't have to. Liquid will ban out the team fight carry with that Chronosphere, so no Faceless Void in this game. And no Life Stealer on the other side. Banned out, so a lot of carries getting banned out, so it might be some slim pickings here for carries. There's still going to be Luna's still in the pool. She doesn't get banned. Who else is there? Challenge get banned by Liquid, so they're not going to give Select a chance to play that, I guess. Or I guess one of the other sports could play it too. But with his StarCraft 2 micro, you'd like to think that Select would play that Chen, but he will be knocked out. Gyrocopter banned out by QPAD, and yeah, certainly no surprise there. So this is a lot of carries banned. There is not going to be a whole lot left. Luna is still in the pool, and if Luna's left to QPAD, I don't know. Wagamama had a pretty rough game on Luna yesterday in game number 2. Just did not have a grand old time, but he did not have the Shadow Demon Kunkka combo to back him up that time. So maybe a different story that Luna does fall to them again. Enchantress will be the other ban. So banning out those junglers, they just do not want to see that. I guess I think they're just respecting Select. I don't see. I don't know. It's just trying to ban out those junglers, which is kind of peculiar. But Lina will come into play. And so this could be an offensive tri-lane. If they get that Luna, Shadow Demon, Lina, and then or even Kunkka in the offensive tri-lane can be quite good as well. With the power just of Tidebringer just to keep constantly doing damage. And then the setup stun, and then the stun from Shadow Demon and Lina. So a lot of options there. Team Liquid's still looking for their own carry, and they still need another support, assuming Prophet will be in that offlane. And there is your strong support. So he has a lot of things to steal. He can steal any of Lina's spells would be pretty damn good to steal. Kunkka Boat, if you can jack that, or even Torrent. Shadow Demon spells are okay too. Clockwork Hook could have hilarious results if Rubik steals that, but yep, we'll just have to see how effective that is. And Luna is still on the field for QPAD if they want to. That's a strong trial lane if they want it. Who else is left? As far as farming heroes, I mean, Kunkka can play the main carry, but it's just, I don't know, you kind of want Sing Sing to run a mid and get those levels really quick and level up that Tidebringer as fast as possible. It's just so much damage to get those levels into it. The cooldown is just so low that you're constantly hitting the opposing hero with that Tidebringer on that low cooldown. Yeah, they still need Waga's hero. Who else could it be? I mean, Chaos Knight doesn't make any sense. Tiny doesn't make any sense. Luna just seems like the right pickup here. Definitely. Well, there's also an anti-mage, but that's just, I don't know. They kind of have more of a mid-game focus. Not maybe not a mid-game focus, but like they have a couple of aggressive supports. It would be nice to see them go more aggressive. Lone Druid will be Waga's hero, so it might very well be Kunkka in an offensive tri-lane, or maybe Clockwork in an offensive tri-lane. I could see it either way. The Lone Druid could easily farm that solo safe lane if he wants. Or they could just do a defensive tri-lane, but they have two very good offensive tri-lane supports. QPAD does not have the most predictable lanes, so we'll have to see what they do go for there. Liquid, they can pick up the Luna as well. It has fallen this far. They pretty much still need TC's hero.
5 seconds.
And I mean, there's not, like I said, not very many carries to pick, especially that Lone Druid picked up. I mean, part of the strength of picking Lone Druid is denying TC that hero. TC has a very, very good Lone Druid. So, in retrospect, QPAD's pick makes a lot of sense there, denying that. And, well, they're going to pick in about 15 seconds here. Pick something.
10 seconds remaining.
Don't let it random. That would be bad. I mean, it just let's. Well, I'm not gonna try and predict this. It is Luna. Okay. I mean, there really wasn't that much else left, so this is not terribly surprising. And I don't know. QPAD they got the combo that they want, and they got a hero select. We've already seen that he knows how to play on that Clockwork, and Sing Sing on his Kunkka, and Mini gonna be rocking that Shadow Demon pretty well. So. They have the combo they want, and we'll have to see how they can handle it and how Liquid decides they handle it as well. And I'm going to change my thingamajig back because I forgot to change this.
Prepare for battle.
There it is. A little bit of smoother camera action. So let's go ahead and introduce the QPAD Red Pandas first. We got Select, the former Dignitas StarCraft 2 player on the Clockwork, Wagamama on the Lone Druid, Sing Sing on the Kunkka, Mini on the Shadow Demon, and Jerax on that Lina. And on the side of Team Liquid, we have TC on that carry Luna, Korok on his signature Puck, IX Mike on the Keeper of the Light. We do have a stand-in KZZ on the Rubik, and of course, someone I've lost track of where they went. I guess Bulba's on the Nature's Prophet, and he is still chilling out in the base. Gonna be a quick pause, and I'll just go ahead and fast forward through it. I think, but well, we'll go ahead and point this out. This isn't a pretty quick invasion from QPAD, and, well, I don't know if they can really catch anyone out. 1437 is watching the game, apparently, so one of the players on a very strong LGD international team, so it's cool. He's watching this, watching his rest of his Western bros. 1437 is Canadian, I believe. 1437 is like, okay, I'll leave. Alright, and back into the action, and the Treants will spot them out, so there's really no surprise here, so, I mean... And with that, QPAD's like, well, not a whole lot else we can do, so they're going to back off.
30 seconds.
And, it's looking like it will be an offensive tri-lane. Jerax and Mini going to kind of hide up in the trees over here and hiding in the shop. Trying to disguise as well as possible. And, yeah, I mean, they're not going to be revealed for quite some time, and if, I don't know, if they get caught out, that could be pretty bad. If by they, I mean Liquid, so, and it looks like Select will be the Clockwork offensive tri-lane, so it should be very, very interesting to watch. I mean, there's no typical carry in this situation, but I mean, instead of putting the offlaner with a couple of very, very strong and high burst damage supports with a number of stuns, and the cogs as well will just catch heroes out and hold them in place. So this could work out quite well. You use the cogs to kind of hold the lane back a bit as well. So good use of that by Select to go ahead and pull that lane back as far as he can, and yeah, no block up here, so pretty strong. And it will be Bulba up here by himself, so it's an offensive tri-lane on the side of Liquid as well, with Keeper of the Light, who can basically excel in any situation, the Telekinesis from Rubik, and also the Luna with the setup stun from Lucid Beam and the extra damage brought by that Lunar Blessing Aura.
Absolutely not.
And right now, Bulba's just jungling. He's not even approaching this lane, and I mean, he can see that the sports aren't down here, so he knows they're up here somewhere. So he's playing it very, very carefully, and getting some levels and money in the jungle first. And yeah, so we're gonna settle in. So Wagamama should be okay down here. He can farm with the bear, and pretty much just stay away from this lane. And he really shouldn't get killed too hard down here unless there's a really good telekinesis from Rubik to set this up. And there's a telekinesis. Will there be Lucid Beam to follow? No, there's not, but the Illuminate will do a lot of damage, and that'll force Waga back. Bear's down to pretty low health as well. Select getting free farm up here in the top lane, and the supports for QPAD look like they're just going to go start roaming now. And there's no hero top for them to kill, so they're just kind of wasting a bit of time. But Korok and Sing going at it as well in mid. And Korok, yeah, basically, whenever that Tidebringer's off cooldown, you kind of have to phase shift and dodge that damage. Puck will take a fair bit of it. Not the tankiest hero in the game, to say the very least. And Korok's already farming pretty well. One last hit away from his bottle. How's Kunkka? Yeah, his bottle's still a ways off, it looks like, so... Oh, here's the setup stun, and Lina... Yep, Korok. Oh, he'll dodge that, and very well done with the Loser Orb and phase shift combo. Wasting the support's time and managing to get out of there, so that was very, very well done. I mean, he very easily could have gone down there. Dodging that stun was just absolutely brilliant, so that's... I mean, Korok is one of the best in the West on that puck, so... Certainly no surprise to see that. And now Nature's Prophet has made his way into the lane, so, and he's pretty low on mana as well, so maybe Shadow Demon might come over here and try to get something done. But, well, we'll just back off and use his Treants to get some last hits, it looks like. And, yep, down here in the tri-lane, yep, Jerax has made his way down here to help out Waga just a bit. But by himself, not going to be a whole lot he could do. There's a hasted Shadow Demon just kind of going around. Maybe he might go for Korok again. He's working his way down. Korok did just use his Illusory Orb, so there might be a disruption. Nope, not going to go for it. Going to go ahead and start Bottle Crowing already, so... And, yeah, Sing Sing taking a bit of harass. And he's not too far away from his own bottle either, but right now Korok doing pretty okay. And yeah, Korok will have the last hit advantage. It's kind of what you expect. Kunkka being melee, Puck being ranged. And very well done there by IX Mike to just snag that jungle camp. And yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job disrupting these poles and snagging the experience for themselves and getting the creeps regardless. So very well done by TC and company in this bottom lane so far. And yeah, Shadow Demon's made his way down here. They need to start denying this offensive tri-lane just a bit better. And yeah, Korok continues to just farm away. Sing is going to kind of bide his time here. And yeah, and soon maybe start roaming once he has a chance, and once he gets that boat up, start looking for some kills. In the top lane, I mean, Bulba will now be one-on-one against the Clockwork, and Bulba will have a slight advantage here, which with the power of Treants, just combined with the fact that he's ranged and Select is not, so...
Illusion.
He will naturally push the lane a bit with these Treants, but not the biggest deal in the world. And looks like the supports will roam up. They are smoked up, or at least Jerax is Mini as well. Yes, he is. So might look for a kill here on mid. But Korok, we've already seen he's quite adept at dodging these ganks. But the Torrent does miss, and now he's got to figure something up. Uses the phase shift to dodge the Tidebringer. And there's a silence on Kunkka, but will we see the disruption? Yep. Oh no, he did not. He managed to phase shift out of the disruption. God, Korok is so good at puck. It is actually absurd. So supports once again waste their time going mid. Spend a smoke as well and just did not achieve anything. So right now Liquid's just dodging everything. And they don't really have the harder carry. I mean, yeah, they actually don't. I mean, Lone Druid, if he gets a lot of farm, is going to be better. But TC's doing pretty damn well. 29 last hits, and I mean, right now Lone Druid only has 6. He just has not been able to get much done. Started out in the solo lane because the supports have just not been efficient for QPAD. Oh, blink up Korok using the Dream Coil to try and secure this kill, and he should kill Sing. Yes, he does. So... First blood will go to Korok, getting the solo kill on Sing. So big play there. Gets his level 7. Kunkka is still level 5. So yeah, that's a quick advantage there. Winning the lane and gets the kill. So very well done. TC disrupting the pool again, getting that creep. And getting probably some other creeps there as well. So shaping up pretty well for Liquid. I mean, if we just take a look at the net worth, yeah, Puck and Luna doing pretty damn well. And Clockwork is ahead of both the Lone Druid and the Kunkka. I mean, you want farm on Clockwork, obviously, but he should not be behind those two other heroes if you're playing it the way you want. But also, the combination for QPAD does not come into effect. That Shadow Demon Torrent and just general overall Kunkka play has not come into effect yet. But Puck seems like a great hero to deal with that. He can just dodge the disrupts. He can dodge the Torrents. He can dodge pretty much anything with Phase Shift if you time it right. And the cooldown's pretty damn low. I think it's, what, 5 seconds maybe? 6 seconds. So, even grab a regen rune. He should have total rune control as well. Just the power of Illusory Orb, and just, he has more movement than the Kunkka will. Jarek's rotating mid to try and help out just a bit, but that leaves the bottom lane weak once again. Waga's trying to get some pulls and trying to jungle a bit with his bear. But, I mean, TC and company could maybe try to rotate down there and bother that if they want to. But no. And it looks like Bulba has resigned himself to taking the jungle. So, Select having some free farm. So that's why his last hits are getting out there, actually. He's jumped ahead of the puck in last hits. Because he had so much space to work with. Shadow Demon's up here as well, not getting a whole lot done. The inefficiency of these supports is it's pretty rough. I mean, at least the supports of Liquid have been soaking up some experience if you look at the hero levels. Yeah, 3 and 2 compared to 4 and 4 on the supports. And that's pretty important. I mean, you really need levels on supports. It's very important. I mean, like, if you look at it, like, Lina needs levels to have damage on Dragon Slave and Light Strike Array. And Shadow Demon doesn't benefit as much from those levels quite. I mean, Disruption's always useful, but you can make Soul Catcher better, and getting towards the Demonic Purge is really good as well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, a couple points, 2 points in Illuminate and 2 points in Chakra, so IX Mike's already doing quite well for himself. KZ, or KZZ. These levels as well. Fade Bolt does more and more damage. And the Telekinesis Stun lasts a bit longer, which is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, Bulba's just, I don't know. It's no one on Liquid's really having a hard time of it. And here does come the initiation from Clockwork, though. He did use the hook to come in. TC will get bursted down by Luna, so that is a big kill, and they did kind of need that. Select is taking a lot of damage, though. Gets Fade Bolted, and gets brought down here. Puck is here as well. Korok is just, he's going to town on these guys. Illuminate. Oh, I don't know how that didn't hit Waga. Waga will escape, looks like with a flicker of life, but Liquid does come back and get 2 kills after losing Luna. Korok still giving chase, using the Illusory Orb to try and get Waga, really get him. Oh no, not quite. The Disruption to help save him as well. Salving up is Wagamama, gonna resummon that bear. Looks like Mini will die, but Waga's, he has not left yet, and he really needs to be careful and not get engaged on again, but at the same time, TP reaction's coming back in. Liquid will be forced to back off. Bulba did show up as well, just kind of at the end. And at the end of the day, it was a 3-for-1 trade. Yes, yeah. Puck got 2 kills, so he got the double, and H Prophet picked up a kill as well. Lina, Clockwork, and Shadow Demon all going down. But the carry of Liquid was picked off. Luna did go down, and Waga did not die, which is quite nice. But did Waga get the kill? No, Lina got the kill, so not exactly where you would want that money to go, but not the biggest deal in the world. TC will go ahead and start moving around the lanes, trying to get the farm wherever she can. Going for that drums, so it's more of the mid-game oriented build as opposed to this straight carry build. It also gives her a little bit of extra tankiness that she really needs to kind of survive early team fights if you are looking for that or are expecting to face those team fights. Korok taking quite a bit of damage. I mean, it's just hard to approach the lane once Tiebringer's up to this level 4. I mean, the bonus damage, 60, if he hits you straight up, and the radius, it gets bigger as well, and the cooldown is just so low that you can use that Tiebringer almost constantly. It does not cost mana at all, so you basically just move up and basically push the lane and deal damage to heroes whenever you want. So, well, let's see how good Korok is at basically just dodging these things. He's done quite well so far, so I would expect nothing less than perfection from Korok. And it looks like Waga's finally getting some space to farm now that Luna's gone elsewhere. Bulba's up here as well, still farming the jungle. And, well, Luna still needs a few more levels before they can really consider pushing too hard. We want to get some points in that glaive. They can use Nature's Prophet Treants to go for that as well, and actually, between Fade Bolt and Treants, they could look to push this lane if they want, and try to get this tier 1 tower in the first tower of the game. Little rocket spam will go ahead and try and deny us a bit, but there are a lot of Treants up here, and they will deal some significant damage. Going to start bashing on that tower just a little bit, and not much of a reaction quite yet from QPAD. I mean, with Lone Druid, they might want to look to just counter push, but nope. They're going to force looking to back off just a bit. Tower down to about a 3rd health. So they can easily come back for that later. At pretty much any point in time, Prophet with that global presence, obviously. Can deal with that whenever he wants to. If there's fights anywhere else in the map, or if the heroes are out of position. Illuminate will catch Waga, and, I mean, Waga's like, well, I'm in true form, so I really don't care that much. I mean, Korok is continuing to farm up, and, like, if you take a look at the farm, the last hits are all in advantage of Liquid. Korok already has his blank up. Torrent does catch him. Tiebringer, oh, Korok is in a lot of trouble here. Oh, he's going to barely get able to get out. Yeah, that DD rune combined with the Tiebringer nearly brought Korok down. It was a really good Torrent from Sing. But Korok will back off, and he should have his bottle returned him. His bottle's on the courier, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Nope, I accidentally opened up the shop. Get that out of here. Yeah, Sing just dealing a bit of damage to that tower, and Korok going to go and lose your orb through. TP coming here from KCZ to help out with us just a bit as well. Right now, everybody's kind of resigning them, just kind of around the map farming. Not a whole lot else to catch right now. Logomama's got his Tranquils. He's got Tranquil. Oh, he's got a. Almost got treads on the bear. How much money does he have, actually? How close is he to his treads? He can get him now if he wanted to on the bear. And the bear is actually heading the side shop right now, maybe? Oh, no, he's not. Well, whatever. Whatever you want, bear. Fine, that's okay. And, yeah, so let's check out the net worth little tab here. Yeah, it's looking pretty darn good for Liquid, and... I mean, as long as they don't let Lone Druid get out of control, anyway, and start to maybe take some earlier fights. And with the drums on Luna, you have to think that's the idea. Farming up just a bit more now, but...
Invisibility.
I mean, those drums could make a big difference in the mid-game. Going for that race car build. So good. Get that Yasha as well. I mean, that'll be the fastest TC in the history of the world. It has 1.6k. No, it looks like I missed a... Oh, he set the ult right, flying on through. I guess Lena was mid? Where was she? I don't really know where she died, but yeah, I mean, that Prophet ult dealing the damage and stealing that kill away. Torrent will miss from Sing. Phase Shift goes off from Korok, dodging the Tidebringer. And yeah, he's just been on top of his game. He's just a fantastic puck player. Ancients are very stacked. IX Mike has been on top of this, or at least someone has. That is a 1, 2, 3 quadruple stack of Ancients. About to be a quintuple stack. So yeah, once Luna gets a few points in Glaives, that is a lot of farm. Actually, I don't think I actually stacked properly. I mean, there's so many Ancients, they kind of just clouded each other up there. But KZZ smoked up, as is Korok, and yeah, they're just looking for Waga. And they might find him, but without TC here to follow up, if IX Mike is here, they might go for this if they can catch up to him. KZZ is revealed. Got a little too close to that bear, and he will be revealed, so... Well, looks like they're going to push bottom lane. And not a whole lot to stop TC from doing this. Going to go ahead and put those last few hits in the towers. On the tower, I mean, not the towers, on the tower. And yeah, putting that point in Glaive before finishing off that Lunar Blessing. Having the Lucent Beam in the Glaives first. But, at the same time, QPAD is pushing mid, and the bear is beating on the tower just a bit, but they will back off with all that TP reaction. They just can't fight. I mean, Korok's initiate's really good. IX Mike has really fantastic anti-push, and Bulba will get the tier 1 top. But he might go down for his troubles. Select is here, has the cogs. Will likely use them. Oh, just use the hook shot to secure the stun. Oh, but Mini will actually go down, so he gets the tower and the kill before being picked off by Select. So well done by Bulba there. Whereas mid, we have a bit of a fight. Korok actually getting picked off. The boat moves in, doesn't hit anyone. Bit of a fail boat there. But Rubik did get a kill on Lone Druid as well, so losing puck obviously not the best case scenario, but here's TC, ults, and doesn't really hit anything. Hits some creeps maybe, the boat comes in from Rubik, he stole the boat. Doesn't really hit anything either. TC will dodge the stun, and that Eclipse was not a really good one. That's on cooldown for quite some time. And yeah, good job by QPAD to back out of that, but no, puck's disconnected actually, so they should probably realize that and do something about it, but... Well, at the end of the day, it's a 1-for-2 trade, but also the tier 1 tower goes down, tier 1 bottom went down, and yeah, Bulba got that kill by himself on Mini somehow. Yeah, just like a Select probably could use the cogs a bit earlier. Maybe actually the cogs might have been on cooldown. I didn't actually click on them and look, but he might have tried to use them already. But oh well. So we're gonna get Korok back into the game. Start again in a second. And yeah, where's the bear? Where's the bear at? I want to know what items he has in the bear. I guess the bear died. He has to quite a cooldown on that resummon. So can't really look at what Waga has going for him as far as items go, because they're all on that bear. Sing's got his phase boots up, working towards that Shadow Blade, only just now affording the Claymore though, so he's a good 1500 away from affording that Shadow Amulet. I heard a hook somewhere. There it is, and Select will get the solo kill on Keeper of the Light, so a good play by him. Using the hook shot and the cogs, getting a pretty easy kill on Keeper, and he's doing pretty well for himself. Working towards that mechanism, only needs the recipe at this point, has the headdress and buckler, good to go, and has Arc Boot, so he's doing pretty well for himself. And Sing will get disrupted defensively. The boat will come in from Rubik and miss, but the Fade Bolt will clean up Kunkka, and the Prophet as well did run through there. And TC running in again. And Liquid's here, and they're taking a lot of tower damage, but Korok will move through. Mini will go down, fall into Lose Your Roar. Prophet is going to secure the kill on the Digging Husk Select. Puck will pick off Lina on the backside as well, and that was a very, very good fight. 4 for nil right now for Liquid. Middle tower almost certainly going to go down. That tier 1 will fall very, very quickly. So, decisive engagement there from Liquid, catching all those heroes out. Wagamama is farming bottom and had basically just had no way to participate in that fight. And Liquid certainly took advantage, ran right in there. Korak just probably got an absolutely fantastic initiate. He did use coil, I believe, so that's probably how it all got started off. Picks up a haste rune for his troubles as well. And yeah, they're going to go ahead and take Roche as their prize. And his dire side, why not? Going to go ahead and tank with the Treants as well. And with TC's damage here, should be pretty darn good. And yeah, they're dealing quite a bit of damage to this tower. And Bulba's got his Shadow Blade and a Midas already, so doing really, really good work. Continuing Treants attacking that Roshan. Rubik's on Earth Shadows and Magic Stick. TC has an Ultimate Orb and working towards his Manta Style. Yeah, starting to build that Yasha now, but going for that Ultimate Orb for the extra tankiness first and the mana pool. And yeah, Mike's working towards that mechanism of his own. Korok saving up a fair bit of money, so let's see what his next big item is. Could go for an Orchid or something like that. Wagamama, where is the bear? Where's the burr? There's the burr. The burr's got a Mithril Hammer, so working towards that Maelstrom. And Korak playing pretty ballsy right here, but I mean, he's got some of the best escape moves in the game. Has the Blink, has Phase Shift, has Illusory Orb, so he really has nothing to worry about. Even has Coil if he really needs it, so he can play pretty greedy. Whereas TC will just go ahead and farm this bottom lane. And he's doing, yeah, he's pretty close to that Yasha. Only needs Recipe, and he'll have that in only a couple more last hits. And after that, it's just the it's a 900 gold Recipe for Manta Style that he'll be lacking. And yep, Yasha is complete. And here comes QPAD. They're kind of starting to go for a 5-man. They really want to take advantage of their Shadow Demon combo with the Kunkka, but even right now, I mean, they're kind of all gathered up here, sharing experience. This tier 1 mid might very well go down, but that's not the biggest price to pay, honestly. Because at the same time, Luna's farming top and getting closer and closer to that Manta Style, and that'll be so hard to deal with once she gets it. There's just not a... I mean, other than Lina, there's really not a tremendous amount of AoE on the side of QPAD. Haste Rune Korok could potentially look to do some damage here, but there's, all these heroes are pretty damn close together. Korak's like, well, I can't fight in this right now, so he'll back off a bit. But Prophet's here as well. He's Shadow Bladed up. Maybe look for Sing if they want to try and get him, but Puck is certainly here if they want to go for something. And yeah, Luna's made her way down here too. Liquid's looking for a fight, and they might very well find it. Korok, Blink, Raining Rift. We'll get silence onto Lina and Kunkka, so nothing happening there. Prophet will just bounce through. Puck does a ton of damage, and this is already a great, fantastic trade. Sing will throw the boat, but he will die as well. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a team wipe minus Waga. Waga does not go down, but everybody else, another 4 for 1, very similar to earlier. And another tower will come, and Prophet could easily TP somewhere else and maybe take another tower and maybe split push and go for top tower. But yep, getting pretty damn close to his Orchid as well. And Korok still has a lot of money, so still not sure what IM he's going for. He might go for a Scythe since Bulb was getting that Orchid. It's just tier 3 towers with quite a bit of danger as well. But everybody except Kunkka is up for QPAD. So I think Liquid will back off here. And yeah, they will. Prophet's going to TP and get some more farm up in that jungle. And yep, getting close to that second Oblivion Staff. And yeah, Liquid will back off with another 4 kill fight. More farm for Luna. And another tower. So they're in fantastic shape. Manta Style's not down and even has under 1k gold on top of that. So TC basically getting everything he wants and more. I mean, just look at the net worth. I mean, this is just not a pretty sight right now for the QPAD. The music is turned on randomly for no reason again. I don't know why he keeps doing this. Well, Puck has a DD rune, and that can be quite a problem if he gets a really good initiate once again. I don't think he even used Dream Coil in that last fight. Yeah, this is an 85-second cooldown, so I don't think he used it at all. This was right at the beginning. Why is the music so loud? I don't understand. So weird. Anyway, Luna continuing to farm the enemy jungle and doing economic damage as well as farming herself. Using Lucent Beam on that Centaur Con. We'll have to see what her next item is. Maybe she might go straight for that Butterfly, but who really knows? Maybe might go for a Waga here. And the Prophet is just an absolute pain to push through. Manta Style farming up even more for Luna. And once again, Liquid kind of assembling down here. Going to get recalled by Keeper of the Light to top lane, it looks like. Yeah, they might look for a fight here. Luna does not have Eclipse, though. Disruption does go off onto the Keeper of the Light. Luna will get blown up by the Torrent, and the boat does come in as well. So a great combo, actually. They will take out TC's Aegis. But, I mean, that's not really the biggest loss in the world. She will come back and get cogged away immediately. But, like I said, not that big a deal. But they will get the turnaround kill, picking off Select, using the coil. Was that a Dagon on Korok? Yes, it was. So he has a Dagon, so that's... well, that's something. The Orchid's also done on Bulba, so that's really going to be obnoxious to deal with as Clockwork, or as anyone, really. So they're going to group up and push this top lane. And with the Treants and Glaives, I mean, no reason not to. Korok here as well can Waning Rift and Illusory Orb, so they have a lot of push potential, and they're definitely going for that 100% right now. In fact, all of their heroes have push ability. That's... I probably should point that out in the draft, actually, that was something they could have been going for. But, alas, I am not the best commentator in the world. Did not really notice that. I'm not the analytical mind I would like to be. But yeah, this push is pretty absurd. There's not a whole lot they can do about it. And yeah, Prophet will immediately go mid, Shadowblade, and he's looking for Sing, and with his Orchid, he might just get him. Sing does not even have a Shadowblade yet, so he's in a lot of trouble here. TC's here as well, stunned, and Sing's very, very dead. And yeah, I mean, the way this game will not be going on much longer. Take another look at net worth, getting worse and worse. For the side of QPAD. Liquid having their way. They've only lost one tower, and I mean, QPAD's lost all but their middle tier 2 as far as the outer towers are concerned. Roshan is a good 5 minutes away, so that's not happening anytime soon. TC can grab this massive ancient stack, and that's a lot of money. Working towards her BKB now. Yep, and she's got the Yoga Club, got the Mithril Hammer, only needs one more last hit. Oh, I don't think she even got that last ancient, but she's very, very close. Oh, no, I thought the Korok was in the MVT for some reason. Yeah, TC has just bought the BKB now that she's down to no gold, so no buyback, but a lot of, I don't know. TC is just really going to be very, very hard to kill now with that Mantis style and the BKB. Can pretty much survive at just about anything. And Mini trying to get a ward up here, and he will scout this out a bit. And, oh, chest out Prophet. Will get caught out for his troubles. Cogged in. Was he dusted as well? There's a sentry ward dropped down by Mini before he died. So Prophet at least got that kill out of it. But, I mean, yeah, when you could just TP there and not really, and get a kill for your trouble and then die, that's pretty good news for him. And he just bought back, so he's ready to go wherever he needs to be. He's actually going to TP right next to TC. Oh, he waits until the Torrent's gone. And now he's here, so they might look to push down this tower. And they're pushing the bottom lane as well. So, I don't know, not the best, and not the best for QPAD. This tower's in a lot of trouble, just between the damage of Luna and all these the Lunar Blessing affecting both herself and Prophet. The boat will come in, hits only Treants, so not really the biggest deal there. Looks like Demonic Purge, Shadow Poison. But anyway, they're just going to push through this with ease. So, all the outer towers are gone now. Looks like Prophet is not going to be able to stop this push from getting the tier 1 top from Lone Druid. We'll get the bear for his troubles, though, so that's 100 gold for him. Has his Hand of Midas off cooldown, too. Should look to use that in a second here. Gonna look for one of those jungle creeps and get more experience out of this trouble. Yep, there he does go.
Pull roots and run.
So that's kind of a thing to point out. When you're playing Prophet and you have that Hand of Midas, or anyone with the Hand of Midas, if you're just looking to get a quick Midas and it's off cooldown, you're in your jungle, find the biggest creep you can, basically, and do that, because you'll get more experience for it. The money is the same, but you get 2.5 times normal experience for it, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, if you... Probably get a kill with a bouncing ult. Mini just dies by himself. And, yep, Korok running away, he's going to be just fine. But, like I was saying, I mean, if you... Basically, you get more gold out of it if you go ahead and Midas a small creep. But if you minus the big creep, you get a ton of experience, and when that's what you're looking for, I mean, more levels into just pretty much anything. And if you're Prophet, more points in Sprout, more points in anything. Just try to get those levels and end the game quickly, like they want to, with this kind of sort of really strong push strategy, minus those bigger creeps. And yep, Liquid's going to start posturing now. Breaking high ground will not be the easiest thing in the world. I mean, they have Keeper of the Lights that can kind of siege it with the creeps. Mantis style as well will help out quite a bit. But at the same time, QPAD doesn't really have any great super duper defense moves. I mean, Cogs is one thing, but they don't have anything like a Darkseer Illusion Wall or Keep It Alive of their own to really stop a siege as well as they would like. I mean, Lina can help to an extent. That's certainly good. Korak will battle the DD. And, well, they might just wait till Roshan. Roshan's up in about 30 seconds, so they'll probably just take Rosh. And I don't really know if... I'm not really sure QPAD can contest this at all. I mean, they don't have vision anywhere on the map. The only ward they have is up here top, and that really doesn't show much of anything, to be honest. And yeah, Liquid's getting ready to do this Rosh. TC's already positioned. Gonna go grab the Ancients and then roll down in. Bulba showing up as well. Using that QE trick to get them Treants up. Luna will, once he's finished grabbing these Ancients, will roll down, and then that's gonna be a pretty swift Rosh as he respawns now. And here comes Liquid. And QPAD not in any position to respond to this. And yeah, Roshan should fall pretty damn quickly. And, well, with that Aegis, they're almost certainly going to look to break high ground in some way, shape, or form, so we'll have to see just how they decide to do that. Initiation will be very, very important, and it's going to be all about that Puck, Blink. Puck, Blink, Coil, Waning Rift, or in one of those orders. And but with TC with an Aegis and Eclipse up, as well as Mantis-style BKB and drums, I mean, she is tanky, and she has damage as well, and she's been able to get everything she wants. Kunkka, God, Nature's Prophet, you're crazy. I mean, every time they try to kill him, they're like, alright, we should be able to kill him solo. We got multiple heroes, but he always gets that kill. It's pretty absurd. Not exactly worth trading Matt Nature's Prophet with a ton of money for that Lina, but... I mean, Bulba always gets something, and he is a very, very aggressive Prophet player, like I said, so... There's really no surprises there. But that does mitigate their push for quite some time. But with the power of Waning Rift and Illusory Orb and the Illuminate, they can push lanes wherever they want to. Luna's probably going to roll back to the Ancients and farm more, it looks like. And then we'll see where she goes. Because they're going to definitely wait for Prophet to come back before pushing anything. Going to go and quickly stack the Ancients as well. So more and more money for Luna. And, well, she can work towards a Butterfly right now, or even a Satanic if she wants. But I think Butterfly would probably be the better item, but I'm not 100% sure there. It's kind of a personal choice thing. So the damage is, I mean, Satanic, you want to wait until your damage is absurd to some extent. And it will be the Butterfly, selling and getting that Eagle Song up. So, Butterfly is on the way. Even the Eagle Song by itself is a fantastic item. A ton of damage, more armor on that Luna, attack speed as well. Korak starting to menace a bit with his DD rune. Can I go ahead and phase shift and dodge the bear? And then blink away. You just cannot touch this. Korak is just too smart for this hero. And the bear will be forced back. Luna's here. Prophet's back. He ults. And QPAD is 100% out of position right now. Only Lone Druid's up here. TC going to go ahead and get all the illusions up. Did Rurik have disruption? I'm trying to think how all those illusions got there. Whatever. Not the biggest deal. Oh, those are disruption illusions. Never mind. Okay. Well, all of Liquid's here, waiting for that next bundle of creeps. And QPAD's here too, so this is going to be a team fight for sure. But Aegis is on the side of Luna, and she does a ton of damage, and is pretty tanky as well, like I said, so... It's going to be hard to bring her down the first time, never mind the second, and she does have Eclipse up. If they can basically get rid of some creeps with Illuminate, and then get that Eclipse off, they will do a ton of damage. We're just going to start going balls to walls here. We'll get disrupted again. Korak will come in, Coil and Silence on 2. Select does go and blink in. Korak loses her orbs out, but kind of gets stuck in the trees, but gets a kill anyway. Luna and Puck both secure kills. Kunkka will buy back. Mini on the run. Eclipse does go off. Luna still has not burned through her first life. Will take the tier 3 tower. And the fight does continue. TC taking a fair bit of damage, but does have that Aegis still. And we'll get Lucian Manawaga as well. Still not dead. Gonna start bashing on these racks. With the power of Glaive, these will go so quickly. And another blink in from Korak. Korak will pick up the kill on Shadow Demon. And yeah, he phase shifts out of... Oh, I didn't know you can actually do that. If you phase shift at the right time, you dodge the X marks the spot. That is just one of those things, man. Korak cannot really be stopping this Puck, and he has had a huge impact in this game. His initiations have kind of made it. Torrent will hit no one. TC still has not burned through that first life. And yeah, well, she might die here. All the stuns do get dodged. Bulb on his way out. Gonna have a Shadow Blade, but does get hooked anyway. Good play by Select to get that hook on the Blind Prophet. That was actually very, very well done. That's a pretty big play. To burn the boat, though, that was kind of unnecessary. But it's a pretty low cooldown at this point in time. It's not really the biggest deal. Well, actually, he's not level 3 yet, so it's still 10 more seconds than it could be.
Dire's middle tower
But in any case,
is under
Luna
attack.
still actually has that Aegis. It'll expire in about 2 minutes. Puck's finished the Scythe of Eyes, and that's going to be pretty big. If they can Scythe of Eyes out that Kunkka or the Lone Druid, that's going to be a pretty big deal. Does Kunkka have BKB yet? Lone Druid certainly does not. Bear's got Armlet, and the Bear has Maelstrom, so at least the Bear's got some items, but not exactly what you would like to see. Big Smoker from QPAD trying to make a deal of this. They could pick off Ike's Might quite easily if they want. And the smoke is dispelled. Here comes Select, has the hook up in 7 seconds, and has Cogs up now if he wants to. It is mana leaked though, so he can't really do anything. Gonna go and Cog up and dodge out of it now. But a smoke achieves nothing, and they kind of wanted something to happen there. And it just was not meant to be. Mug is farming though at the same time. God, the new Maelstrom effects are really good. And Kunkka might get caught out here by Puck. Nope, not going to. Yeah, there's really no BKBs on the side of QPAD at all. I mean, Lena's got 2 bracers and boots, not even arcane boots yet. Mini, very much a similar situation. Hasn't even been able to finish his urn, so it's never might be scary. Ugh. Oh god, that's terrifying for the supports. And Select has less farm than the support Keeper of the Light right now, and that's absolutely terrifying if you're on the side of QPAD. So, Liquid's in complete control of this game. It's kind of just a formality that's not over yet. Bottom racks are gone, so they'll push 1 more racks. 1 more team fight loss for QPAD, and they should call this. Torrent will catch nothing except 1 creep. Shadow Poison will catch only some creeps. TC, his Aegis is probably expired almost at this point. Expires in less than a minute, so we'll try and maybe take a fight. Eclipse is up too. Can use Manta to siege as well. Gonna Lucid Beam on a Select. Select will manage to cog himself out, even if KCC caught him out just a little bit. And Puck will use Fascia to dodge the Torrent and move on with his life. And high ground, I mean, with these glaives just bouncing around, disruption onto Luna, sorry. And she's still alive. Aegis is about to run out though, needs to be pretty careful. Gonna take care of these disruption loops, which are actually quite annoying and do a fair bit of damage when you get that Luna. But Creep Wave is coming again. Ike's Mike can eliminate as well. We'll likely fire 1 up here in a second. And there it is. Go takes a lot of damage. Tidebringer took off like half of Ike's Mike's health. God, Tidebringer's so good. And yeah, working towards a Chrysalis, but I mean, Sing is so far behind in farm, he's just not going to be able to get that Chrysalis up. Once he has that Chrysalis, those crits on Tidebringer are so strong. It's absolutely ridiculous how much damage you can do. And he's already able to bring Ike's Mike down to half health with his current level and no Chrysalis, so Aegis is now expired. Luna still getting money. Top lane continuously pushing in, obviously. Wagon farming as best he can, but creep's not worth as much when they're so strong. Slightly counterintuitive, but also the way it should be. Looks like the Bear's working on a Basher, which is kind of a cheap item that you can maybe try to get something done with on that Bear. It'd be nice to have against that Luna. Luna is now going for that Satanic. Gets the Morbid Mask up. So, going to go ahead and build that Helm first, and then finish off with the Satanic. They just disrupted the Luna illusion. I think they might have. Huh. That's pretty funny. In any case, I mean, Liquid continuing to apply pressure constantly. QPAD can't leave their base. They're not getting any money at all. This game is still pretty darn over. I mean, Bulba's got Scythe and Orchid and Shadowblade, and 800 in the bank, almost on 900. I mean, LZZ, Arc Boots, Force Staff, Urn. Compare that to Mini, who has only just now finished his Urn. Slug's got a Ghost Scepter and Mech and Arc Boots, but really not a whole lot more than that. He's having a rough time of it. He had a pretty good start, obviously, with the free farm, but, I mean, Clockwork getting free farm is not really as important as having your Lone Druid get any farm. He just had such a slow start. He had to spend all the team fights in the mid-game farming, and that's where you saw those 2 4-for-0 wipes on the side of the Liquid. Absolutely wrecking QPAD. Without a carry that can participate in the mid-game, they just fell so quickly. Liquid's still taking their merry old time. Roche is back in 2 minutes, so they're almost certainly waiting for that, and then they'll basically take that final fight. Playing it really carefully, can't blame them for that, but gonna make this game a bit more drawn out than you would feel it needs to be. But better safe than sorry. There still is a fair amount of damage on the side of QPAD if they're not careful. Between Tidebringer, Lone Druid, and Lina, I mean, Luna can fall pretty fast. So, getting that Aegis up will certainly be nice. looks like QPAD will get a kill on Korok here. So using the Laguna Blade to secure the kill. So that's at least something there. But I mean, it's a little too late, I think. KZZ will come in. KZZ will steal Laguna Blade. What a boss. He had his eyes on that the whole way there. I would like lean in to maybe try and burn a spell there. Puck will disconnect again, making the same mistake he did before. He should probably stop doing that. Ike's by calling his teammate a noob, as he should. Sing finds some amusement in that, so there's that at least. And yeah, not a whole lot more to speak of here, to be honest. Probably gonna go ahead and secure these the stack of ancients, it looks like, or stack them at least, and then let Ike's come over to help as well and get some of that tasty experience. I mean, Bulba has a ton of damage right now. He's dancing the ancients, having a grand old time. And Lou's making her way over as well. Korok clearly can't help himself. And yeah, gotta go secure this farm. Roshan's up in a couple of seconds, and they'll take him and likely go win the game. And I mean, give QPAD credit; they're fighting to the end and get all the practice they can. Really, I mean, they obviously do scrims and stuff, but they won't. I mean, this is a great chance to play one of the best teams in the West in Team Liquid. So, getting every little bit out of this game that they can, all the practice. And QPAD looks like they might think about challenging this Roche. They are in position. But here comes Liquid. Transfer on the way. TC has so much damage at this point. I mean, Butterfly, BKB, and Mantis style. This Roche will fall really fast. And in fact, QPAD do just back off. They're going to prepare for their final base defense, it looks like. And Aegis will go up on TC again. He's got pretty much full inventory at this point. Well, once he gets the Satanic, which he actually can nearly afford. He just needs the Reaver and the recipe, and he'll have it. Pulba continuing to farm. I mean, on your niche profit. You know what they always say, Furion is constantly building money, not items. Items are just a side effect of the money he's getting. And yep, here comes the push. TC pushing in that lane. Glaive's pretty strong at this point in time. And he has Eclipse up as well, so he's just not going to die. I mean, there's no BKBs on the side of QPAD, I don't believe. Yeah, not a 1 it looks like, so I mean, that's going to be huge damage from that Eclipse as well as anything else. Should at least be the bear, but the bear will get out. And yep, gonna go ahead and live our lives for a bit here. And yep, we're just kind of waiting for this game to be over. Ike's gonna go ahead and blast that creep wave in preparation. Luna will bounce a glaive through and kill everything. But I mean, both teams are kind of doing their best to counter push. And looks like Mini's gonna get picked off here quite easily. The Laguna Blade finish from Rubik. Big plays indeed. The boat will come in. The boat will hit only KZZ, it looks like. Ice Mike gets out at the skin of his teeth. Bulba's being chased down by Select, who looks like Waga picked up the gem. Who picked up the gem? I don't even know. But in any case, here comes Korok. Crap ton of damage. Korok's back up. It looks like he had the cheese. Heals himself back up to full. And yeah, that should be the GG here in a second. Any minute now. GG any minute, guys. It's fitting that an ADBC quote would come into play here in a QPAD game. GG any minute, guys. So yeah, right now QPAD's just talking over what happened, getting ready for their next game. This is a best of 3, only game 1 here, so. Yeah, but I mean, QPAD, they got the combination they wanted, but we just never really saw the Shadow Demon come into effect like we did yesterday against Team Empire.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
And yep, so I mean it's Megas now. I mean, kind of just a formality at this point. And yeah, I mean, fighting the very last. I don't really know what else to say here. I'm just kind of watching with everybody else. So yep, I mean QPAD's gonna get wiped again, and now the GGs fly out. And yep, fight to the Ancients down pretty much. Gonna go ahead and disconnect as well. So very well done. And actually, I want to point out that KZZ played a really good game for his stage in this one. 4-0-9. Rubik did not die in that game, and had some pretty good spell steals as well. He was able to steal Boat, stole Laguna Blade, so he stole 2 different ults in this game. So he played very well. And yeah, the Ancient will fall. So very well played by Liquid. We expect nothing less, honestly. They are a fantastically strong team. And QPAD's got the potential, but they, I mean, they're not level of Liquid quite yet. But we'll have to see what happens in games 2 and potentially 3. Hey, where's that score screen? There she blows. So go ahead and pause the replay. And, yep. So, I mean, just looking at this, I mean, the goal per minute, just very, very much on the side of Liquid. They just get puck 1 mid pretty hard. 14, 2, and 9. That is just typical Korok for you. And Nature's Prophet as well with 15 assists. Luna, only 4 kills, but, I mean, just the... They had to focus a lot on her. And a ton of money is, like, all the items, they just couldn't deal with her. And everybody else seemed to get all the kills, but... I mean, it was Luna that did all the work. Puck just with the ability to chase and clean up heroes with Blank, with Illusory Orb. Just kind of was able to clean up house. So, very, very well done. IX Mike, 0-2 and 7. Classic IX Mike. And very well played by Liquid. So, I will likely cast Game 2 in the series. Or I may not. I'm not 100% sure. I might just watch the games instead while I go to sleep tonight. So, thank you all for watching. And I noticed I actually got a couple new subscribers to my channel, which is pretty cool. So, hope you guys tell your friends that I'm not the worst ever, hopefully. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned for more casts coming forward. I'm going to try and add more and more and stay active on the channel. So, thank you all once again, and good night. This is once again Don Horatio, and I will see you on the flip side.